Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hello. How is everybody? Hi, Evie. How are you? You doing okay? How was your weekend? How was your 4th, I guess? Hi, Cavendish. How are you? Everybody hear me okay? Alright, let's see. I'm okay. Honestly, I don't have the camera on today because I am too warm and I don't want to put on makeup or put on the ears, and we have like an excessive heat warning right now where I am. It's like over 100 and I'm on the top floor of the house. And I'm like in a tank top and stuff, and I don't want Twitch to get mad at me. So I'm just keeping it VR VTuber today. So it's just it's too hot. I didn't expect it to be. I was gonna have the camera on today, but man, it's too hot. When it's too hot, it's just bad. Also, if you can hear the fan, I'm sorry, but I need a fan in here. It is ridiculous. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It was quiet where you are? Oh, you're lucky. Yesterday was a nightmare. I'm actually glad I didn't attempt streaming yesterday because I ended up just basically chilling with the dogs all day and trying to keep them from like losing their shit. Because where I am, they were apparently doing fireworks all day long. All day into the evening, like it was bad. It was random, really loud on all sides of our house too. It's supposed to be illegal here, but the street on our left was doing them in big ones too. I was very surprised by that. We're in a ruralish area, but they were doing it, and then on the right side of the house they were too, and in front. So one of my rescues was just a total mess. I feel really bad for her. I tried to play loud music and tried to just, it was bad. So I had to have her in my lap like all night. So, oh hey D-pad. Roast Demal. Okay. Do you change it then, or is it just temporary? Here, today we're gonna do a little piece I thought of right before bed last night. I don't know if it's gonna be that great or anything, but I thought it'd be a cute idea to try for. Let me see if I can get my stuff ready here. Get my paper towels ready. What else I got? I think that's it for now. Well, I get this. I get this. Yeah. Okay. Anybody have any highlights from the weekend? I have to look up a couple building examples. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. You streamed for a bit? How was it? Fritz is recovering well from his surprise ER visit. Oh my gosh, Cavendish, what happened? No, is he okay? Not our Fritz. Not our Fritz. No. What Fritz? Apparently you have 2 accounts you didn't even know. Well, that's kind of creepy. Like if you didn't know you had another account and you just like logged in. Yikes. That would put me on like high alert. Just how much he does around the house regularly and how spoiled I am. Oh, that's so sweet though. I hope he's okay. You forgot to have your mic on for almost an hour. I've been there. I did that last week. There's so much to keep track of when you stream. Like, don't feel bad about that. I mean, I've been doing it 7 years and I still do that every once in a while. Sometimes you just, it depends on the day, your mood, if you're brain foggy or not, tired, all that kind of stuff. So when you have a day where you're really on and you get everything, you feel pretty cool. But that is, if you're like me, it's kind of few and far between. But regardless, I don't know. I feel you. I feel you hardcore. You had flown to PA, had an anthracon, he had a clot stop blood flow to his small intestines. Oh my god. Oh my god. That sounds like serious. Is he okay then? Like he's... Wow. Is that something that can cause more trouble later, or... Oh, you're such a good hubby. You are so sweet, Cavendish. Still looking up some stuff. He's okay. He came home Thursday and has been getting better, but yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, it sounds serious. I'm so glad he's okay, though. It's super worrisome. I'm trying to think of what kind of building I want to do. I think I might just go for it. If he had ignored the pain and got a knock on the ER, it could have been much worse. I suppose. Yeah, maybe he would have even died from that. God. Oh, yeah. Totally, EB. If you're able to, go for it. Do you guys hear the fan, or is it not really there? I feel bad if you have to listen to that. Figured I'd do something here I haven't done for a while, where I'm drawing straight on the original. Because lately, I typically do it on my iPad first, and then I'll print it out, and then I'll paint it. Just so I've got the original, you know. But today, I don't know, I just felt like just going for it. Sometimes you gotta remember what hard mode is like, you know, just so you don't get too comfortable. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'll color it. I'll watercolor it right on top. So we'll do a little mini watercolor today. Oh, you don't hear it? Okay, good. I tried to get it kind of far away from my microphone. Who knows? Maybe it'd be good white noise anyway. I don't know. How's the start of everybody's July been? Man, oh man. I need a damn vacation. I am kind of at my wit's end with things. Everybody see what was happening at Anime Expo? With the oxygen count and all that? That was pretty scary. Very loose perspective here. I'm trying to figure out where I want this shopkeeper. Not bad, tomorrow is your birthday, so I'm gonna chill. Hell yeah. Birthday? Oh man, what are you gonna do? Anything special? That AC, they didn't have their usual security team, but hired police instead, and the police were overly aggressive in handling conduct. Wow, really? I didn't hear about that. That sucks. You both have birthdays this week? That's crazy. Well, happy birthday to you both. Wow. I know a lot of July birthdays now that I think about it. July is a very popular time. So what was 9 months ago? Everybody's parents were busy. I wonder if it was a holiday. Let's see. Today is the 7th month. What was that, November? Oh, weird. Guess Thanksgiving? Who knows? Oh, your boyfriend's taking you out to eat? Oh. It's just starting to get cold, so people rub together for warmth. Yeah, get it. How I want him to stand. I don't want to have little stubby arms, but also not. I don't want him to be necessarily that tall. So where do I want to put him? Fat Bunny is true. Figure I'd do a little Fat Bunny shopkeep. Trying to think of how when your hands are on your hips. That's tough. That's a tough one without having any reference. hand here and figure that out. Let's just use his little paw. I have a neighbor who's super like busy and out and about and stuff all the time in his yard. Today he's doing a whole bunch of junk and it's like, homie, you're gonna pass out or something. Like, it's over 100. What are you doing, man? The humidity is like 90. What's going on? Like, what are you thinking? I can't even. It's awful outside. Like, you step outside and it's just, it hits you and it feels like you're underwater. I hate humidity. I actually don't want to draw any part of his face. I don't want to show his expression with what he's dealing with here. The JJ Publishing thing? I know. I gotta put up the survey today. You haven't done it in the past, have you, Cavendish? It's gonna be on the 13th. I've already got the date down, so I guess I can just tell you that right now. Unfortunately, this year you don't get to vote on what day you want because Gabe's time is very limited. So it'll be July 13th at 1 p.m. CST. It's the only time he can do it. But it will be recorded, so if you can't make it at that time, you know, we put it up so that the people who got it can still watch it, you know. He's standing kind of with his butt out. Let's bring it in a bit more. This bunny's kind of thick, man. Didn't even try to do this. Does squats or some shit, I don't know. Oh, but not the same. Yeah, I could understand that, especially, you know, if you've got questions, that's the main reason for joining the live one, right? Oh my gosh. How right now, friend? Where should I put his mailbox? Maybe right here. Well, obviously the mailbox has to be a carrot. Carrot shaped. Maybe it could just be one giant carrot. Yeah, the 13th at 1 p.m. CST. But I've got to get out all those surveys for people to fill out first. And the only reason we send out the surveys is so that A, we can make sure that you finished the challenge, and B, so we've got your email so we can send you the link to the video, the live class. Oh man, his hand doesn't even line up. So this past week, while working, I was binging Leftovers. Gabe thought I'd really like it, knowing all the other shows I like, so I watched it. All of it. It was only 3 seasons. It was good. It was good. I did like it. I think it had a very nice ending that was very conclusive, and you know, it was satisfying. So it was nice. Like, I like it when shows are ambiguous about some things and all that, but when it comes to the end of the show, I really like it to tell you, you know, what it was meaning with a lot of the stuff. Like, I think if I watched Lost, I've never seen Lost, but I feel like if I watched it, it would probably drive me crazy. I already know the twist and all that too, so that sucks. But I guess it's my fault for not watching it whenever it came out. But yeah. Cavendish, give Fritz my love, okay? Tell him to get better. I'm worried about him. Unexpected major surgery is not a good thing. I also feel like this, like, summer's cursed a little bit. It feels really strange to me. It's a really strange year so far. Alright, EB. Drive careful. If I seem low energy, it's because I'm so warm. I'm so sorry. It's hot up here. If I want to give them pants or what. I guess pants would make the most sense. Just a little shirt. Yeah, that works. I want there to be a main kind of road here, but at the same time I want this offshoot that goes into his store to be more rock and gravel, and then it goes into the cobblestone area, but it's not as kept up as the rest of this. Trying to put in a pretty manual fade early on here. Don't have my kneaded eraser right now, otherwise I'd use that. And just dabble all the pencil lines to make them lighter. Now, what kind of a door to do? I also just want to draw a fat bird right here. And another one up here. Oh, I'm missing a tail. You're right. He's facing away. Totally forgot a bunny's tail. Thank you, Cavendish. It's because I was too focused on that bow of the apron. Now I get to make that cute little patch on the butt of the pants. I figure if they have to make a hole for their tail, then they have to have a patch around it that reinforces it. Yeah, good. Thank you. Totally forgot. Oh God, why is there no face? It's true. But if there was supposed to be a face, I would have put in the insides of the ears at least. But yeah, I've got whiskers here, but you probably can't see them. Also, I probably shouldn't have this. I'm used to just whenever there's a point on it to draw some hair tufts, but really that's probably not helping the situation. Put a cheek in. There, that's probably a little better. I'll go over it darker later too. Hi, Uber. How are you? How's my Uber doing? Good. I am glad you are all right. Do you go over and watch Wade on the Adobe streams at all? I haven't even been to those yet. I don't even know really how they work. I've been okay. It's hot here. So, hence my no camera, because it wouldn't exactly work out with Twitch's guidelines. Too warm, man. Got a heat advisory today. It's like 100. It's too warm. It's too warm everywhere though. Like, I feel like nobody can even complain anywhere because everybody else is also too warm. We're all melting, obviously. It's just the future. The future's now, and we're melting. We're just gonna be puddles in a couple years. That's it. Behance confuses you. Yeah, I know, right? I'm kind of in the same boat there. This perspective's kind of whack, I'll be honest, but I don't know. Kind of whatever about it. I'm freehanding this, man. I haven't had much time to think about it. Yeah, especially if it's overseas, figuring out times is just, forget about it. It's not even, you can't do it. Like, I'll admit that I just still don't understand the +5 GMT. I know it means Greenwich Mean Time, and that's about it. I just don't know how to do it. Like, is it -5 everywhere? Like, what? What does it mean? That's so bad. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Churney. How are ya? Yeah, I like fast, fat burbs. They're just a shape. Just draw a shape, draw a blurb. Blurb, then burb. It's done. Let me see if I mouse through this. Yeah, I could do that. Maybe there's a thing here. Maybe there's another thing here. Doorknob, maybe. Maybe there's a thing. Got a thing going on there. Yeah, I could do that. Do that, or we could just like do that. What does that look like? Yeah, that's okay. Kinda liked it up higher though. Yeah. A random gaming stream. Yeah, I've honestly wanted to start doing that myself just because I'm running out of shows to watch. I have a problem with podcasts. I can't easily watch podcasts. Sorry, listen to podcasts. Like, my brain just doesn't, I don't know. And I'm so tired of the news. Gabe's the one that he'll put on the news when he's working, and he just doesn't listen to it, right? He just likes the noise. And I get it. I mean, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, man, news is messing me up lately. I don't know if I'm getting like hypersensitive as I'm getting older or something, but everything is just such doom and gloom. And then you go on the freaking social media and it's doom and gloom again. You're like, damn it, where isn't it doom and gloom? You know what I mean? So it's like I don't tend to listen to really anything then, because it's just so blah. I need like a week off. I'm burnt out. I've been doing what I've been doing for like 7 years straight, and I'm tired. I'm stressed, I'm angsty all the time. I need to stop. I need to change. Have you seen Only Murders in the Building? Not yet, no. I've heard about it though. It looked cute. Hope Gabbo's doing well. Gabe is kind of in the same boat I am. He and I are in a rough spot. He had to get a part-time job doing some things he just doesn't want to do. But I mean, you know, when you need money, and that's where we're at. And bless him, he's doing some really shitty work just so we can, you know, be comfortable and stuff. So he is a good man, but he is not happy about it, and hopefully it's just for a little bit until we can get some other work. But work everywhere just seems dry and not there, you know, because we're trying. I mean, I haven't been able to do anything full-blown because I'm still finishing a lot of my projects, but it's rough. But he's hanging in there. All old audiobooks. It's true. It's just I don't want to, like, concentrate on anything. And I feel like if I'm listening to something that requires my attention and I zone out at any point, then I get hit with guilt. Like, oh man, I really wanted to listen to that, and I just don't. So for me, my biggest thing lately is just silence. Like, I just sit in silence a lot. I don't even listen to music anymore. I used to be like constantly listening to music throughout my 20s. I just like crazy into music all the time. But now I don't. I really don't. I don't listen to much music. If I do, I'm in a very specific mood or I'm working out or something. But other than that, I just don't. Silence is just what's doing it for me. Yeah, I think it helps, honestly. Helps keep me sane, I think, a lot of the time. Also, I'm just making this shit up over here. Maybe an upside down eye. Which is an exclamation point. Great. Damn it. Idiot. Oh, Lord. I'm making up shapes. Let's do an upside down eye. Yeah, that's an exclamation point, dingus. Good Lord. Do what you gotta do. I know, right? That's where we're at. And America's imploding, and we live in it, so it's, I don't know. I think I'm gonna draw a cuter window than that. It's too big. I want just like a little peephole window, basically. Trying to figure out how ellipsy is this window. I have Dragon Con in 2 months away. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, I didn't even finish what I was talking about earlier. In regards to AX, Anime Expo, they were talking about, at least on Twitter, people are going around with those oxygen meters, and they were taking readings of oxygen levels throughout the convention, which means like breathable air, right? So how much of it was O2 versus just CO2? And it was insane. People were basically just breathing each other's air because the CO2 was so high, which is very dangerous. I mean, that can start making people pass out, like basically suffocating the crowd. So I'm over here like worried about Dragon Con because at Expo they had to stop letting people in too because the max had been reached and all this stuff. So I don't know, man. I still think it's too early for cons. But that's just me, and me going to one in September and not happy about it. But they're making me go or else I don't get my money back, which sucks. That's really the only reason I'm going to Dragon Con this year, is they said if you don't go this year, then you don't, your money from 2019 won't be honored in the future. So, I mean, I get it. It has been a few years, but it still sucks. Not to mention I've had COVID twice now, so I wouldn't be looking forward to getting it again, in all honesty. I think I've been lucky that I don't have any of the long-lasting effects, unless one of them was fatigue. But who knows if that's from that or it's from life. Is the fatigue COVID? Life? Some diagnosed thing? Who knows? Friend's a photographer and got COVID from attending an anime con in Dallas last month. Yep. Not surprised, dude. Life right now. It's crazy. Just crazy. Hard looking at this the way I am in the viewport here. Yeah, I guess that'll work.
Art by Z1 Peak.
Oh, Obsidian, thank you. How are you? Thank you for the sub. 4 months, nice. Thank you so much. Oh? What did Mooba do? Oh, yeah. Shoot. Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do about that. Honestly, I might not even be on schedule anymore with how Gabe's stuff is. Like, next week he's supposed to work Monday as well. So much for his schedule. I don't even know what I'm gonna do about that. So for a bit, it's gonna be just whatever. I'm gonna turn that one off. Where is it? Okay. Done and done. I will, though, be saying what the next stream is beneath the video on PC. So if you're looking at oh, Bianca, thank you so much for the raid. Sourpuss. I like that a lot. Oh, Sourpuss. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. How's your stream, Bianca? KK, thank you for the follow. And Chunky Borb, thank you. Sorry I don't have my camera on, everybody. Usually I do. Today it is too hot to have a camera on. Hi, hi, hi. How's everybody doing? Steve! Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you, Chunky Borb. Chunky Borb. I have to eat, but we'll return. Alright, Sourpuss. Enjoy the heat. God, I wish I could. Ellie, thank you for the follow. And Mira Wolf, thank you. Bianca, how was your stream? How you doing? Oh, Uber. Yeah, Dragon Con usually is a great con. It's one of my favorites. Probably my top 4. It's like, if I can go to, like, Emerald City, Dragon Con, Gen Con, New York, and, there's one more I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting it? Oh, C2E2 is pretty good. If I can go to those, I'm pretty happy, but, like, Emerald and its health regulations lately, everything's just it's just in a it's just in a terrible state. I'll be at Dragon Con this year, but C2E2 probably not. This is my first year back to cons after a long hiatus, obviously. The only reason I'm going to Dragon Con is because they're kind of making me. But I'll probably get in the full swing again in the next couple years, but man, I've had COVID twice. I really don't want it again. It's not fun at all. But yeah, I do miss cons, but with how things are and the health codes, it's still crazy. C2E2 is great. This is one of my favorites. I'm pretty local to that. I'm in Illinois, so C2E2 is a nice one for me. Same with ASEN. But I was doing like 2 cons a month for like 5 years, something like that, and then COVID hit. So it's 2022. I do, Uber. If you ever go, Wade's always at Dragon Con, and then we could all like go get food or something, whatever year you end up going. We used to have dinner with Wade at Dragon Con, and I think once at Gen Con, but if anybody has a possum emote, nice. Oh, nice. From Illinois to Florida? Dang. You must love humidity. Man, I can't do humidity anymore. Like, I've lived in the Midwest all my life, and humidity just destroys me. Destroys. It's just swampy. It's always swampy. So we're just doing we're gonna watercolor this in a little bit. Just like a super easy, simple piece. Because I'm burnt out, y'all. Like, I am burnt out. It's just so blah lately. It's a trickster. Oh, I like that. I like that term for it. It is. It's a knowing trickster. For real. 1 minute it's like, 30 below. And then in a couple months it's 100. Like today. It's in the hundreds and we have a heat advisory and it's like, what? No. And I'm on the top floor of my house. That's why I don't have my camera on today. I am wearing like a tank top. I got a fan on me. I'm not wearing makeup. My hair's up. Can't do my whole costume thing. Too hot. My ears would melt off, y'all. My ears would melt off. Midwest is right before COVID. Between flights and visas and stuff. Oh yeah. Not yet, Uber. I'm sure it'll be a while. Oh, that's cool then, Mira. Yeah, if you like palm trees and hate snow, then that's for you, for sure. Dumpster fire. Steve, I like that. Whose is that? I like that a lot. That's good. I didn't know you used to live in Connecticut, Cavendish. You can only take off so many clothes when it's warm out. I know, you can't take off your skin, right? At least I'm not sweating on the art this time. Yeah. In the past, though, oh my god. I've been there. I think every artist has had a point there. Like, usually I have sweaty hands. I know, gross, right? Whatever. That's who I am. So I have all these drawing gloves I usually wear. Okay, I need to focus on getting the rest of this here. So this goes back. Put some more rocks, maybe are covered up by some grass or some crap. And then do more of this. The last time I actually watercolored in this heat up here, my watercolor started acting like ink. I wasn't able to really move it around or do wet on wet or anything. It was absolutely just acting so strange. There were streaks everywhere. It just was not my usual watercolor, like how it would move. It was really strange. So I'm hoping today it doesn't do that when I get down to it. Boofed. Big salty soap drops fall and ruin everything. They either could ruin it or they could make it better, you know. Oh no, Uber. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, I don't know. It really affected it. So strange. So today I've got a fan on it, so it works better, but it was not doing its normal thing. Yeah, it had to be something strange. Right? Surprised how many things have temperature ranges? I know! Alright, truth be told, I wanted to do a word bubble here that just honestly says fuck. I wanted to draw a really cute piece and just have the thing, like the bunny just saying an absolute obscenity. But I wanted something kind of over here, and I was thinking of just drawing like a thunderstorm coming in, or I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence of what to draw here in the background. But I just thought it'd be funny. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I thought it'd be just hilarious. I don't know why. I went to bed last night, and that was literally the last thing I thought of. I was like, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Funny. I do think it's funny. I know, right? Better to leave to the imagination what he's cursing about? Yeah. I was thinking about that too. Like, you don't know what he's, maybe there's just a shadow there or something. But I don't know. I want there to be a subject there, but I don't necessarily want it to be discernible. You know what I mean? I think that'd be funny. Kind of like the last watercolor we did where, the last watercolor, if you look at like the preview for the last video we did, or maybe it was the video before last. I think it was actually the video before last. It wasn't the toned piece, it was the last watercolor. And it was a little house, and there's this giant creature with its ass out the door. And that was it, like that, no context. And I thought it was so funny, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. Oh, Borb, I'm just gonna color it with watercolor here in a second. I think we're at the point where it would work. But I kind of want something coming down the road. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have something there. It's just like, fuck. Like the neighbors are coming. Like, fuck. Yeah, actually I like that. I like that it could just be like people coming, or you don't know what kind of people. But like there's a wagon coming. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'm getting to the point with my art where I'm whatever about it. I'm starting to not give a crap about image. what I'm projecting, anything like that. I used to be super professional about it. I'd be like, well, I have to look a certain way and project a certain, and now I'm like, I don't give a rip, man. At this point, I don't care. I'm gonna just do whatever I want, and I just don't care anymore. Is anybody else? Raise your hand if you're at the part where you don't care anymore. I don't know if it's apathy, though. Maybe it's... I think there's a fine line between freedom and apathy. You know? Something's pulling it too, but we won't see what. Maybe it's a snail. I'll just do the word bubble up there. Nihilism, yes, please. I don't know if I'm full nihilist yet, but man, 2 levels above homeless. But at home, nah. Yeah, I'm like negative homeless here. It's like I look worse than a homeless person, I think. They have at least better style. When I'm tired, I'm under the influence. Nice. The ass one hang out the door. Here, I'll link it for you. I haven't posted it on my socials yet, but yeah, sorry, Bianca, if you're usually pretty good about the not swearing stuff and everything. And usually I am too, but like I said, at this point, I'm getting past it. I just don't care anymore, and I don't know why. Where in the world are the rest of my videos here? Oh, they're there. Okay. Yeah, this one. Oh, that's good. There's a thing of me. I forgot that I had my camera on for this one. You're welcome, Mira. So, here. Yeah, there's that one. Oh, but they're napping. Okay, cool. No, I usually don't. I only like using it tactfully or, you know, in a funny situation like this. Oh, Greg, how are you? Radical Ninja Greg. Yeah, this perspective is janky. That's okay. Like, I am not trying to do 100% correct stuff on this. Since I'm just, like, belting this out in 2 hours, I'm not really planning it. If I'm serious about doing a piece, you'll usually see me with it printed out and done digitally, because I'll have, like, fine-tuned it. But no, not this one. This one I just wanted to remember hard mode. And just, you know, go for it. Sometimes just go for it. Remember what it's like to just start a piece and paint right on it. Because, I mean, it is nice to have, you know, process videos for everything and time lapses, but sometimes just do it. Do the thing that's impermanent, you know. It's good for you. No, it's a carrot. It's like a hollowed out carrot, which I could make the flag a little bit bigger. The flag is a leaf. A carrot leaf. It'll hopefully be more apparent once I color it. Just got my Patreon today. I feel like it's a birthday gift. Oh, yay! Oh, EB! You're a guardian from June. That came today? Oh, good. Don't be sorry, Borb. It's hard to tell things when they're not colored. I don't blame you at all. I will not blame you at all. Honestly, I think it's a little strange because I think if it were a carrot, eat it. You know, I always find that strange when they use like animal food as elements around their home, because it's like, yo, that's food. That's like having a hamburger telephone, which I guess we have, so never mind. I am wrong. Yeah, unless it's not real, but I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows? Alright, so I'm going to take a process pic of this for my Patreon, because I turn them into animations on Patreon. At the end of the month, I have like this giant art, I guess it's an art dump, and I have all these process pics and animations for each piece. You're tired but okay? Oh, Greg. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. It's been a rough year, man. I'll be honest. It's a shellacked carrot. Maybe it's housed in resin. Who knows? Oh my god. I am so sorry. That's going to be loud. I should have muted it when I move this around. Here are my colors. I gotta clean off my mixing palette here. Hold on. Yeah, should have done it beforehand, I know. Some ASMR for you. Squeakies. Let's get this over here. Just a little bonk. Okay, cool. Whew. Lucky us. Alright, now to get out a brush. I'll find a brush. What are you doing over there? You little violet gouache, you're not supposed to be over there. Oh my god. Oh, if anybody else is like me, get one of these for your brushes. This is pretty nice. It's like a brush tackle box, basically. It's meant for beads and crafts, but to keep your brushes from getting dust on them, because you don't want dust to get on your paints, you don't want dust to get on your brushes, and you don't want dust to get in your water canisters, whatever you use. I have two. I have this paint puck that I use, and I have this other one here that's got a paint puck at the bottom. So one's for clean water and one's for dirty water. And when I'm not using them, I make sure they don't get dust in them. Because if you don't know, when you paint and your stuff has dust on it, it's going to be in your painting. And so like your watercolor will have little specks, and then the pigment will move around the dust. So that can be a problem. So instead of it being a problem, don't let it be. I'm going to use that. Use that. Use some of these. Use this one. Maybe use this one. That one's pretty cool. Probably won't use it. It's still cool. Okay. Ow. Tends to steal any brushes. How does he steal them? He or she. Sorry. How did they steal it? Alright. Meow. Cat had all kinds of sponge balls as toys in the shelter, so he steals sponges out of the sink if left unattended. That's adorable. That is really adorable. Also, hopefully this fan is going to help me, or help my paint dry too, the way I want it to. That'd be way cool. That'd be neat. Does anybody have anything super cool coming up? I think I'm going to do an all over yellow to start with. Pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, we can't have that noise happening. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I am gonna wet this first. Let's drop in some yeller. Craft shows. Oh yeah. Well, I hope you don't get too hot at the craft shows, Evie. Stay safe. It's so hot lately. The world is melting. Stay safe. Do I want it to fade to yellow or to white? Let's fade it to yellow. Makes it easier. I need to get some of that masking fluid. Where is my masking fluid? Should be in here somewhere. I had it here for one stream not too long ago, and then I don't know where to put it. Blast. Here, I'm gonna be right back. You're definitely melting? Yeah, me too. I'm with you. We're all just gonna melt into one giant human puddle. Oh, there's my masking fluid. Oh, good. I don't have to get up. Haha. The best. Thank you, Joelle. If you're here, thank you. Oh my goodness. Looks like you joined the Clover cards. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This actually might be the Clover card for this month. Without the obscenity, of course. But I'll write a story behind it, but it's either going to be this one or another one. Kawaii, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I gotta find a crappy brush to use. Not that one. I like that one. I like that one too. No. Oh. My crappy brush is in another castle. Oh no. Oh, Evie, you're so sweet. I'm so happy you like all the tiers. For anybody who's wondering too, you can join multiple tiers. You can combine them. You can combine them. Just let me know and I'll tell you what to do. Oh, dang. Oh, use a really old brush then. Oh, that's actually a nice brush. I like that one. Oh, you're under a pavilion? That's nice. Good, good, good. Oh, there's a crappy one. Ah, yeah. What's angled? Shoot, man. I cannot win. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm gonna just pick one and then clean it. Because I can't anymore. I'm over it. Those are expensive. No, but I'll use the crappy one. Oh yeah, Ellie, let me know. Usually people get the Curious Collector tier and the Clover cards, which equal about $10 a month if you're in the US. But Yeah, definitely let me know. Usually I just say join Curious Collector and then add on the amount for Clover cards, and just based on the amount it says you pledged, I'll be able to figure it out. Yeah, one tier comes with stickers. Actually, let me go get... I'll be right back. Okay, so real quick, so the Clover card tier comes with a card every month, and it's usually a piece I've done either recently or honestly older sometimes, but they come with a story on the back that tells all about the front. So for the piece, even if I never intended a story, there's a story. So I make one up, and this one was last month's. It's the 17th one. Those you can't retro buy, unfortunately. And every 3 months you're on. So this is the first one. So Joelle, you'll end up getting whatever this month's card is, which might actually be this. And then this card for sure. This is part of Cloverkin, aka I guess my lore. I have to separate that at some point. But this is a rare card, so every 3 months you get a new rare card that you're on. So you'll start at one, and then every 3 months you'll get a new one, and it's a new story about this, right? So you can start collecting those. And then the Curious Collector tier is story and stickers, and I'm missing the actual... Oh, these are not the right colors. Hold on. Let me change that. So a lot of my stuff is stories every month. That's closer to what it actually is. Okay, so last month was the Solotl, which like sol, like sun, and lotl, like axolotl. So I did cute axolotl stickers. So they come off like, you know, a normal sticker. Like these are all kiss cut, right? And there are varying ones here. This one was cut up a little strange. My usual ones are just on a square. But I think they're really cute. These come with a bottle version. This is actually maize. I ran out of the ones for this when I sent them out, but this is also a sticker. It's meant for your Curious Collector case. And then you also get all this lore. So I usually draw some stuff with it. There's a whole story here. And then this is like your, I don't want to show too much of it. This is like, it's kind of like a horoscope or like a fortune that has to do with the Guardian for that month. So those you can actually buy old ones. And I'll show you the spot for that. It's on my website. I've kind of created a little universe. I think it's pretty cute, but there are a lot of them. I think I'm up past 30 something. Here's the link for that. So you can see that there's also like a Curious Collection case that I made for all the bottle versions. And the bottle versions are typically these ones. Usually they're in a bottle. The Moru wasn't. And I also have a friend doing audio readings for the digital version. So there is a digital version. The people who get the physical also get the digital, but if you're someone who doesn't like physical things in the mail or anything like that, you can get the digital if you just want the story. So, if anybody has questions on any of that, let me know. You can open up each one of those on my site and actually look at what they come with. Yeah, I do a little story on a lot of stuff, yeah. Anyone have any inspo for me to draw? What do you feel like drawing, KK? Do you feel like drawing animals, architecture, scenery, environments, buildings, which is architecture? Oh, EB, you are so sweet, thank you. Thank you, Chonky. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very proud of my brood. I'll say that. I've been doing them since 2018, so pretty happy about it. I'm gonna draw it in and then I'm gonna erase it so I can see it, but it's not gonna really be there. I'm not gonna use that one. Get out of here. Trying to find a brush I care about but don't care about. It's driving me up the wall. I try to make them all pretty cute. Hopefully I succeed. I also try to have a good range. Like, I want them to be like Studio Ghibli meets Pokemon. So they have kind of a range of cute and kind of scary or evil, mischievous, all that stuff. But I also want them to have some range. Though I think Pokemon kind of jumped the shark at one point. They went a little overboard. Like, did we really need a Pokemon that was a key ring? Come on. Come on. I didn't need a keyring Pokemon. There's also like ice cream Pokemon. I'm torn on that one. Admittedly torn. Shoot. This might not work. It's getting kind of dry. See, it's like my masking fluid is already drying as I put it down. Hold on. This is crazy. Yeah, Klefki, right? Oh my god, you remember it. That's crazy. Yep. So $10 gets you both. And what's really cute is I couldn't find it, but the way I pack it, there's, when you open your envelope, you pull it out and you open the tissue paper, and then there's a little envelope that says Clover Cards, and your Clover Cards are in that one, and then underneath that is your Guardian set. So I make sure they're shipped in a stiff package, but also like, you know, not too crazy, so that you're not paying an insane amount for shipping. Typically it's like one stamp plus an out stamp, which I think is like $1 total. Something like that to ship it. So yeah, Ellie, join Curious Collector and then add on $4. So yeah, make it 10 on Curious Collector and you'll get both. I'll add you into my spreadsheets. If you're in the US, if you're international, you have to do $1 more for both tiers just because international stamps are more expensive. They're kind of ridiculous. Also, I heard stamps are going up in price. Like, what did my husband say? Like 10 cents? No, 2 cents. But still, that adds up when you've got like 100 people, you know. It's crazy. Poor USPS. Like, I usually feel pretty bad for USPS. I'm gonna rub this off and do it again. Because it was already drying. It's so hot in here. Goodness. Okay, go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh no, see, it's already starting to pull it up. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe that's good enough. Let's hope it's good enough. Oh no, Serenity. No! Twitch. Ugh. They slowed it down. What did they slow down? Twitch? Did they slow down Twitch? Is that what you mean? Yeah, Serenity, Uber's here. Uber. Alright. It's getting there. It's still may or may not take. We'll find out. I want to do one more yellow pass. But man, it is hot in here. Oh, thank you, Joelle. Ellie, thank you. Remember, if you ever hate it, you don't have to stay on. Don't feel bad. It's okay. Thank you so much for taking a chance on me. I appreciate that. And usually I don't stream on Tuesdays. My stream day has changed a bunch. I really don't have a schedule anymore. I used to, but man, I kind of can't with when my husband works, because I only do it when he's got a day off, and he gets scheduled all the time now. So it sucks. We're both artists, but he had to pick up a part-time job because right now for art, it's not a pretty thing. Like, things are hard right now, man. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Let's see. Why can you not see the yellow? It's a bit better. Kind of see it. Oh, thanks, Ellie. I think I'm a decent storyteller. I like to think so. For a long time, I was 50-50 art and doing stories. So, I'm having massive trouble with Twitch for weeks now, but just Twitch. Oh, weird. Also, if anybody here is an artist who also is aspiring to write stories, I'm going to show you Journey June. Even though it just ended, You can do it any time of year and, all by yourself too if you would just want to practice. But when Journey June rolls around again, I highly suggest joining it because it is a wonderful community challenge, I like to think. If you want to see all the stories that were made this year, you can look under the hashtag JJ22 tag and you can see all the people that made stories this year. And then if you want to look at past years, just change the year to be 20, 21, 19. I think we're on our 5th year, so I think it started in like 2018, something like that. But it's all about, in 1 month, creating a start to finish story. Full arc, everything. So if that's you, if you've been wanting to be a storyteller but you don't know how, or you don't know how to start, this is a perfect place. And like I said, you can do it on your own. We never take anything down, so just start on day 1 and go to day 30, and there's your story. And then once you get, better at storytelling and all that, then you can just, go on your own and do it. So it gets you started. I might do something I haven't done before. Right? Everybody likes doing that. Might just do an all-over color in the foreground elements and just kind of whatever in the background. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Gonna use maybe ultramarine. Let's be a little crazy. Hi, Welsh Wolf. How are you? Oh, Weasel, you're so welcome. I'm so proud of you for finishing it. That's so good. It is not an easy challenge, for real. It is difficult. Very difficult. I'd say it's one of the hardest ones out there, honestly. But if you can finish it, that'll teach you a lot about what to expect from storytelling too, especially if you've never told a story. It's really good. It'll give you a good sense of what to expect, and then once you've done it, the hardest part's over. You've already done it once, so you can totally just do it again, I'm good, thank you. I'm really warm though. Really, really, really warm. Too warm. Oh, Serenity, please. You were fine. You do a good job. I'm proud of you. There's no, reason you gotta do something fast. If you work best slow, then do that, because I'd rather you do it right the way you want to do it and do it slow, and, that way it'll come out the way you want it and you'll be proud of it. Don't worry about it, You do it the best way you know how. Don't feel pressured. Everybody works at different paces. It's hard, I know. Even I feel kind of rushed sometimes, like I have to do it a certain speed too, but work at your own pace or else your project will suffer. Yeah, Cavendish, you did a great job. I loved your story. I thought it was very sweet. It was very inspiring. That's the other thing, too. I love the community that Journey June brings out. Like, you get all these people who are aspiring to make stories, so already you've got a ton in common with each other, And typically you're all artists, so, I don't know, already you're a family. In a matter of speaking. I'm being lazy now and not drawing or painting. Good! You gotta be lazy sometimes. Like, especially if you just finished a giant challenge. Like, this is what I get for talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. This was not supposed to be purple. This top. But yeah, you earned it. You earned a break. You have to remember to take time off from when you've worked really hard, because if you don't, your body will force you to. Don't forget that. I forget what the actual quote is, but it's like, if you don't take time off to relax, you'll be forced to, meaning you'll basically work yourself sick. So I've learned that the hard way, but at the same time, I've learned how to pace myself so I get the maximum amount of work done that I can. It's tough. That balance is very delicate. You're being lazy if you're playing video games like 24/7 for weeks on end and you're like, oh, I should draw, and you don't draw. Like, then you're kind of being lazy. Okay. But if it's just like, you know, a week or two and you worked really hard for like a month straight or something, you know, like, be fair to yourself, but also realize when it's time to buckle down again. And I mean, I love video games, don't get me wrong. I love video games. But, you know, you gotta balance it. Field is fallow between paintings. Interesting. What does it mean for fields? Does it just mean it hasn't been sown yet? Like, there aren't seeds in it? Or, like, I guess I'm not familiar with the term because I don't really know farming, but I assume that's what it means? Uber, even you're not lazy. I know you work hard. Don't even try to front like that. Like, I know you're a hard worker, you chump. I know you better than that. Posing as you're posing as a poser. I'm trying a different technique this time. I haven't done this before. So if it fails, If it does well, at least I'll know one way or the other, right? Kind of wanted to fade this a little better. That's kind of a harder line than I would have liked. You feet up and resting. Oh, you let a field lay fallow to let the soil rest and regain some nutrients, or plant a crop that restores the nutrients. Oh yeah, that's smart. I love the laying a new crop that replaces the nutrients of the past crop. That's cool. That's really cool. Thank you, Evie. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. So it's not actually going to be purple like this, though. I'm going to put in the colors, but I wanted all the shadows to be purple. And I've seen other watercolorists do this, though the really good ones, in my opinion, like one of my favorite watercolor artists, Mateusz Urbanowicz, I think that's how you say his name. He does a lot of Tokyo storefronts and things like that. But he's so hardcore good at watercolor. He can just like mix all the shadow colors that he's going to use and just go straight into doing shadows, and then like the rest of the piece. It's crazy. He does it at the same time as the rest of the piece. So, dude's nuts. Highly recommend looking up his work. If you can't find a link, let me know and I'll link you to him. I'm actually one of his patrons. Like, I have to see his work. I love it so much. Yeah, shading first. Oh yeah, because clover depends a lot on nitrogen, right? I actually started replacing the grass in my lawn with clover because it's good for, honestly, dog pee. So if you've got dogs and they're always killing your grass with their pee, you can actually plant clover instead of grass, and it won't die. So there's a metaphor there for me in the name. I won't spell it out, but it's there. It does direct grass, yeah. And when you cut it, whenever I mow the lawn, like the clover gets pretty high. If, you know, from the side, it can get up to like 6 inches, right? Just like a regular lawn. But when you cut it, it cuts off all the clover leaves and everything, so it actually looks like grass again. But it's so soft, and you can sit on it, and it just feels like a soft blanket. It's so much better than grass, in my opinion, because grass can even get like just crispy, right? Like it hurts. Crispy grass hurts. Thank you, Serenity. Yes, that is him. I think it's Urbanowitz. It's true, Uber. Very true. Putting all those metaphors to work. Yeah, his stuff is fantastic. Definitely check out his Instagram too. Like, a lot of his paintings feel pretty Ghibli in a way too, or just like concept arty, but the way he actually goes about his painting, I want to find you an actual video. I've watched basically every video on his YouTube. He's amazing. I gotta find it though. There it is. Okay. It's on his main website. Yeah, right, Uber? Isn't he good? Try to find you one I've watched before. He started to get a lot into digital stuff now. So he does a lot of Procreate like stuff, like digital paintings, but his actual watercolors, like, I'll even get you to a point. Here, he just like straight up draws on. Yeah, this is a good example. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share you the exact spot. Here you go. Snatty? Ooh. Oh, I like cool processes. Yeah, snatty art. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. So rich. It's crazy how much digital art has progressed into just like impressionistic stuff. I think that's so cool because you're just hinting at colors. I think Pascal Campion is like one of those that started the whole thing of the digital impressionist movement. I want to say that. I don't know for sure, but he's one of the first I ever saw. Because his lighting and his staging were just phenomenal. Yeah, Uber, this guy's great. Like, I'm looking at his Instagram. Here's who Uber's talking about. His fan art's pretty cute. But yeah, it's like if you have a good sense of lighting, you're basically good to go. That's how I feel about anything. It's if you're good at lighting, you're done. Like, you're fine. I think I'm just gonna do the background and just go for it. Now this green I've got though, I've got to make a blue green here in a minute. Ooh, Uber, can you find me like a video? Like, show me one of your favorite videos of his. Right? So true, Serenity. And I want to say composition comes next to that. It's like lighting, then composition, And then everything kind of follows behind that. But I feel like lighting and composition are the most important things. But that's just me. You know, somebody else might have a different view of it, but does purple need to be bone dry before you add anything on top? Yes, yes, it does, which it basically is. But I'm going to do this background area first, and hopefully my masking fluid holds. If it doesn't, I'll just have to paint over it with some white. But yeah, because otherwise you start adding in the colors and it'll just start bleeding. And then that kind of defeats your cell shaded sort of thing if you've got that going on. Especially if you do cell shaded. Aw, he looks like a nice guy, Uber. Okay, so he starts off with a sketch, like a really rough sketch, and then he just goes for it, and then he gets rid of the lines. He has a very old school methodology about how he approaches this, it looks like an actual painting. That's cool. I dig it. I'm gonna have to look at that closer later. Thank you for sharing that, Uber. He looks awesome. Oh, he's also doing purple? Oh, well, I'm gonna look at that real quick. I want to know. Oh yeah, he completely covers that up though. But I guess it's still there to an extent. Looks like he might let it peek through sometimes. I also really love how simple his metal is. That's super cool. The definition of cell shading, I would say, is hard edges for shadows and highlights. Like there's no actual, like, this part is cell shaded. This part over here is more soft shaded and rendered. But I would say anything anime, hard shadow, hard highlights, cell shaded. Because you can also have soft cell shaded, which isn't quite rendered, or soft shaded, and it's like without the hard edge, but still defined shadow, color, highlight. So if you've got things that are sectioned off into shadow, color, highlight, it's usually cell shaded if they've got that hard line going on. But I mean, cell shaded has been around since, you know, like 30s, 40s, when they were making cartoons back in the day. Those were usually cell shaded. Like any cartoons, cell shaded. The backgrounds painted, foreground characters and everything. Those old, a lot of old animations where the background is painted and the foreground is cell shaded, and you can tell when a character is going to interact with the background piece because it's shaded differently than the background. It's cell shaded where the background's painted. So you know when you see the scene open up, if there's a rock that is shaded like the character, then they're going to interact with it. So that's kind of how you know. It was always kind of a spoiler to me when you'd see that. Okay, let's see. So let's do these trees in the back. They're sun-tipped, so I'm gonna do their leaves like that, and I'm gonna kind of bleed them down here. And then they're gonna go into being darker, but for the moment, we're just gonna go along the tree line and bring that color down. See, I can already tell it's doing that streaking thing it did that one day. Good Lord. The heat, man, it's ruining everything. Are you kidding me? So this yellow-green is like the green used when trees are kind of touched by sunlight, you know, because all the sun is passing through all the leaves, so the leaves are mixing with yellow and green, right? It's a translucence. But then the further down you get on a a tree, and the less sun that's going through it, you're going to have more blue because it's mixing with the ground and less with the sun. So that's part of the gradient you want to work in. Yeah, cell shading's good for, you know, a lot of concept work, so you're not spending time painting too much, you know, over rendering and things like that. You can do hybrids of stuff too. So an artist I know that does like a hybrid of painting and cell shading is La Tinta de Alec, which is like the paintings of Alec. And he does a really good job, and it's funny because I'm drawing a bunny right now, but I swear to God, I'm not trying to emulate him really. He does a really nice in-between of like some painterly and some cell shaded. So if you look at the grass has facets of different gradients in there, like there's some yellow-green, there's some blue-green. The blue-greens are on the shadow beneath the robot. The yellow-green is around the area that the sun would be touching, and then a lot of his cell shaded stuff is the shadows, the hard shadows, right? So they've all got that hard line, and then the white spots are also acting like cell shaded. So that's like when you're drawing metal, and an easy way to do that is to just think high contrast white, high contrast dark, and then mid-tone, and then blend that into like a high contrast white. I mean, I could explain that better by doing on here. So if you were doing it on here, so metal, it's like high contrast white. So here's the dark, right? And if this was just like a chunk of rounded metal, let's say, like that, right? Rounded metal. So it's a cylinder. And if this is the bottom, right? So you would have high contrast there, have high contrast there, and then between the two you have like, you blend it, but you can also just do like depending on where the sun is, or the light, the sun, right? And then I usually do a little rimming on the side so that you can see the edge. But it's usually like high contrast white, and there's a mid-tone in there, and then there's your dark, and then you usually get to a mid-tone down here. You don't exactly get to another high contrast white, but these blend. And then you get to the dark in there. I don't have another. Maybe if it was like this. So with cell shading, you would simplify that into be just kind of how he did on his gun barrel, where you've got, it's just that, and then you do the rounding, because you can only do one shade, right? And then typically, you'd have the white as like the background color, right? And then typically then, you know, your high contrast stuff would be a little bit more pronounced in a different way though, so that, you know, it's still metal, but it's higher contrast and it looks a little different because it's not as, like, this flows into it. So this is like rendered and this is cell shaded, let's say. Or like if you had if you had a ball, guess a ball would have been better to do. And one is cell shaded and one's not. The cell shaded one's going to look a lot more like chrome, where the non-cell shaded is going to be a lot more realistic looking, because it's going to be nicely rendered. It's going to be, you know, it's going to look more realistic, because cell shaded is not realism. See the difference? This is like this. You might have another section that's like 50% of what that one is, right? Does this make sense? Hopefully. And then they both can have that hot spot, right? But one's gonna be a lot nicer about it. We'll say nicer, because then you can take this, and this would just be, I'm gonna let that, it's still not dry. But this would just be all the same shade, right? And that's in its own section. But this is gonna blend. So think of non-cell shaded as it blends, right? So if you blurred cell shaded, then it's no longer cell shaded. It's like more rendered, you know? Where this one here is not. So that shadow would be really hard too. It would be like this. Yeah. I mean, this one might have a hard shadow too, but it's not gonna, it's gonna have fall off around it. It's gonna be softer. It's not gonna be as crazy as the one that's cell shaded. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, I'm back to this guy. Alright, let's see if I can get this carrot. Get some burnt sienna in here. Some yellow. Get a decent carrot color. I'm pretty cool with that. See how the purple stays then? So that's kind of the look you're going for. So everything has that purple shadow, and never use black for your shadows, because nothing in life has black as a shadow. Like everything has some sort of color. So pick blue, pick dark red, pick anything, like just not black. It's gonna make your whole thing look a lot more drab and medieval. Which, I guess if that's a style you're going for, sure. But I feel like the people that know how to use black for shading well, like, it's special. So I want that to be more yellow. Dang. I think it's good it's not that yellow. There's the color I was going for. More the burnt umber than burnt sienna. switching my brush. Doing your painting like this keeps your colors cohesive too, since they all have a common undercolor. Helps. And then a lot of the time I just make sure the things that are in the sunlight have a little bit more yellow to them. Yeah, I'm into that. That works. God, this heat though is just making my paints dry immediately. This is insane. See how it's already like putting up walls? That doesn't happen until later. Like it's acting like ink instead of watercolor. It's crazy. Cuckoo bananas, man. Alright, and then this, whatever this is in the background. I want to say it's a stagecoach, but it looks like it's being driven by a snail, so make your assumptions. So to combat what's happening here with the heat, I have to do smaller areas. Oh, it's the mail. Oh, snail mail. Oh my goodness, Cavendish. That's so good. You knew I'd appreciate that. Oh, damn it. That was good. It was good. Yeah, I'm getting super into just drawing ambiguous scenes, which is like, I don't know, I feel like that's not a good... Every time we've been taught with doing illustration to tell a story, right? I mean, you can still tell a story, I guess, without context, really. But, you know, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's taboo, but it's not normal, you know? But, as stated earlier, I don't really give a rip anymore. I'm sick of what art is supposed to be and all that crap. So, it's whatever now. It's whatever I want. I've been around too many people that really try to, well, art is this because of this, this, and this reason, and if it doesn't have these things, then it's not art. It's like, get out of here, man. With that hateful BS. You think you're some crazy good thing, whatever. Art can be so many things. Yeah, supposed to be. Get out of here. There's best practices and stuff, sure, but man, just be cool. Let people do what they want to do. Especially if they find other people who are like-minded, then you don't have an argument. If they find an audience, then they've succeeded. You know? And I hate to say it, but that goes for modern art, too. Like, modern art is, you know, in my opinion, I don't like modern art, but that doesn't mean I'm saying that it's not art, you know. Yeah. Gatekeeping and, I'll say, blanketing. I hate when people blanket, like a group or things like that, where you're blanketing an entire group of people because you knew a couple people, you know? I'm glad you like it, Weasel. I agree. I think it especially works well for streamers, like you're saying. It's more fun that way, right? Let's see, I'm gonna need more of a Perylene green. Have to think about how I'm gonna do this. But at the same time, just go. Plan but don't plan, but go but don't go, but plan. Don't overthink, but think. Think a little, but not a lot. I do want to do this whole part here in color, but I gotta think about if I want some of it in the foreground, because if I do, I gotta do it in this green or else I can't go back. And with the heat the way it is right now, I have to do everything in little chunks unless I'm doing like an all-over wet, which is difficult. Well, that's also green, so that works out. Every time I stream, I usually sell the piece I'm working on, so if anybody does feel a strange attachment to it, you can technically call dibs on it right now if you want. It's up to you though. Either way, these usually end up on my website under originals, so you can see ones that are there now if you want, or you know, things like that. They're up there. I'm also still trying to figure out what color I want to make this awning. Perylene green. I gotta get this stuff at the bottom too. Kind of forgot about it. In all honesty, I did. I forgot about it. But maybe that's good, because then it gave it time to dry. Dry. Welcome back, Serenity. How you doing? it is a snail pulling a cart. Cavendish suggested it's snail mail, and I love that, since that also will explain why he's yelling a profanity. Because he forgot to get his packages together. Or maybe he's expecting some bad news. So, I like what Cavendish said, and if people can come to that conclusion that it's the snail mail, then they win. Otherwise, I'm not going to explicitly say that it is, because I kind of like I like the ambiguous nature of things lately. I'm embracing chaos a lot more, as you can tell by this crazy background. I'm embracing chaos. Oh, I like that too. Maybe it gunks up his whole street. I could see animals being really mad at other animals for that. Like, you're really tarring up my stuff here, snail. Get off my lawn. I love that. I love that so much. Alright, let's quick do the street. As you can see, I'm kind of bouncing around on the actual painting. That's on purpose. It gives stuff over there a chance to dry if I work over here. So that's what we're doing. That is what is happening. Let's see if I can dab that out a little bit, not too much. This gets tricky in here. Probably shouldn't use this brush. Too late now. Embrace chaos. Feel like that'll be my new thing. Every time I screw up, instead of saying, oh no, a mistake, I'm just gonna start saying embrace chaos. Like, that seems like a good motto when you're doing art. It's like to further accentuate letting go, embrace chaos. This one's for sale. Usually the ones I do on stream, unless otherwise stated, are like this banner at the top I've started adding, so you know if they're for someone specifically or if they're just whatever. So you can check that every stream and know. Thanks, Weasel. I agree, it helps things move, you know? Excuse you. Shh. My arm is like lashing out without me saying it's okay. How dare thee? I have to soften up this. What happened here? What are you doing down here? Inappropriate. This is not what I asked you to do. Embrace chaos. Maybe I'll just put that on a shirt. Have a paintbrush, pencil, just say embrace chaos. That's it. I suppose we should do the bunny and the awning, huh? And the burbs. All these burbos. Bimbirds. Bimbo birds, bimbirds. Alright, so surrounded a lot by green. So we should probably do some reds so it sticks out good. So to tie him to his shop as well, we'll make him with red. And since his booty is poppin', I'm gonna make that have its own highlight. 'Cause duh. This rabbit is thick. He needs a different color on his bootay. be up in the gym, just working on his fitness. This is a cake bunny. Bunny got cake. And I'll probably end up blending a bit more than I would have liked, but what are you gonna do? Trying to blend it on it, and it's doing whatever it wants it would appear. Telling you, this, whatever is happening with heat and everything today, it's making it go crazy. So my watercolors are just being unruly. See, I would have rather that been sectioned. I can go back later and fix it, but for right now, it's whatever. And for him, what color should he be? Should probably be a brown as well. So let's do the highlights this color. See, this is basically what Mateus does. He would do the highlights, and then he'll go in with the actual shadow. It's true, Ellie. It's totally true. You need to embrace chaos to make things, right? For real. Otherwise, you don't understand the process. I mean, you know, making anything is gonna it's gonna be messy. There we go. That's more what I was looking for. Cool. That part worked out. That's what I was going for. See, doing this whole painting, and I finally got to the point that I was trying to get to for doing all this, and I got to it just now. So, because I did all that, that's like an XP level up moment when you realize, oh, yo, that is what I was trying to do this whole time. And I finally did it, and I remember what I did. And so next time you're starting at a new level. So you did it. Good job. Take a moment for yourself. Congratulate yourself on your efforts. Be like, yeah, Ma, I did it. This needs a little bit more yellow, though. Just remember, things in sunlight are also very saturated. And they're not necessarily lighter all the time. They're just more saturated. We'll probably have to go over that with the purple again, but that's okay. And in the background, we can kind of tie this crap together. This crap. Embrace chaos. Oh, thank you, EB. I'm so glad you do. I'm gonna go through and do these stones at some point too. And then I'll go over the whole thing at some point again too, and I don't want to say re-ink it, but reline it. Alright, let's do the awning. Let's do this for now. Do you ever use pale gray instead of purple? I mean, you could, but it's gonna be the same effect basically as black, where it's gonna kind of dull down your piece. So if you really want it to stay vibrant, you wouldn't really want to use that. But like if it were maybe a rainy day, you could. But some people, even when, you know, doing non-vibrant pieces, you can still use like vibrant colors to do, it sounds completely backwards, I know, but to do like pieces that are like devoid of color. I'm trying to find you an example here. Like in this case, like it's cloudy and stuff, but it's still vibrant. Like the only time he's using, it's not even a pale gray, it's technically a teal, like a green in those windows that are, they look like they're a gray, but technically they're not. They're gonna be like a paraline green here. They're either this color or more close to this color for those windows. So you probably wouldn't even use gray in this whole thing. If you look at all these colors that he's using, they're colors, you know. Even at the bottom, that's more of like again another green. That's a warmer green, but technically it's not a gray either. So he's not using black in any of this, or gray. And that's why I'm saying, like, try to use color instead of, you know, black to shade things. And your stuff will stay pretty rich. You'd be surprised how much it adds. Like, I used to be very much somebody who used a lot of black in their stuff. And then once I just stopped using it, like I took it out of my stuff and I stopped using it, it forced me to use other colors to be shadows, and it worked out great. So if anybody wants a challenge for the week, there it is. If you're drawing or painting anything, try not even using black to shade. If you're typically doing that, really try hard not to. See how it works out. And then if you join my Discord, I'd love to see it. So you could post in there. Let me know how you liked the challenge, if it was difficult or easy. For some of you it might come naturally, I don't know. But you won't know until you try. was not. Let's color these burbs. I'll get back to the awning in a minute. I want to let it dry. Let's do more orange for the birds. I already used a lot of red, and that's just so that the bunny and the awning and stuff stand out from the green, because red and green are complementary colors. So I want the birds to stick out too, so I'm going to make them orange because I don't want to keep doing the red. So hopefully they'll be closer to, say, the mailbox I'm shooting for. They might be close to the wood too, so maybe I will tint them a little bit red. And the bunny's purple is kind of faded, so probably have to go in and refresh that. And technically, if I just left these like purple, they're gonna look white, which is kind of cool. Because your brain tells you that all of these shadows are purple, so if it sees just purple, it's gonna think it's white. I think that's kind of how this works. That would technically be in shadow. Even if I want him to have the bubble butt, he would still be in shadow. Rest in peace, bud. God, that's getting muddy because it keeps drying before I have a chance to... Oh, goodness. Today is so bad for the heat. I am on fire in here, admittedly. Probably can't be in here too much longer if I'm honest. I kind of like that being white, but with the way I did the rest of the awning, I still have to make it a little bit red. Just a little bit. Now I'll probably make the other red darker. Add some yellow to that. And violet and yellow are also complementary colors. So technically I've got the red and the green working here and the violet and the yellow. So everything that's touching, you know, sun, is sun-kissed, is in the light, and everything in the shadow has the violet. Alright, let's get these stones going. So I have a sepia here that's basically similar to gray, but it's more brown than gray. And since I'm already putting it on another color, it's going to adhere to that color. It's going to take on the properties of that color. So if you use a gray, it's not going to be gray if you put it on something that's not gray. Does that make sense? But really, I'm probably going to have to dabble those out anyway, or run a brush over it so it gets a little bit more pushed back. Get muddy. Is that a joke? Oh my god, if that is a joke, that's kind of smart. I can't tell if you meant like a pun joke with that. So that'd be pretty good. But yeah, it can definitely get muddy. Anything can get muddy if you're adding too many colors to something. It can definitely get muddy. You don't usually want to do more than 1 or 2 passes over watercolor, because then it starts getting kind of goopy. It wasn't intentional, really? Oh man, you walked right into that and it was gold. I'll give you credit for it though. You totally made that one up. We'll just say it was intentional. But yeah, anytime you use a gray or a black or anything like that, if you don't use them purely, they are going to get muddy, and it's kind of another reason just not to use them. That's how you kind of know when things are getting muddy in your painting if you're not using black, is if they start looking gray, then yeah, you're kind of losing it. Like your colors are getting lost and they don't know what color they are anymore. Think about gray like confusion. They don't know what color they are anymore. They're kind of in this literal gray area of not knowing what they should be. Oh, Serenity. Sorry, I didn't see. It was good, I guess. Wait, how was my week? Like last week? I keep forgetting it's Tuesday. Jesus. so used to streaming on Saturdays. And you're gonna make me think all the way to last week? Good lord. Okay. No, last week was like the end of June, so it was crazy. Absolutely chaotic, honestly. If I'm honest. It was a lot of finishing up Patreon stuff. Speaking of, for those that join my Patreon, typically the stuff doesn't ship towards the end of the week, towards the end of the month. If I'm having a really good month and I'm able to get things done a lot sooner, then they'll ship a lot sooner. But typically they ship at the end of the month. I remember staying up late and finishing all that stuff. That's what I remember. I have to make an effort to flip around what my current schedule is. Not sleep schedule, but work schedule. And I would like to do Clover Cards and Guardians at the beginning of the month. That's what I would like to do. So that right as the payments go through, I can ship them. But that never seems to happen because I always end up doing some art I owed people from the last month at the beginning of the next month. And in doing so, that pushes Guardian stuff to the middle of the month, and then by that time it ends up where it'll end up going out at the end of the month. So months go by so fast for me. I did Fireburns, yeah. I had to. My husband got a job and I had to keep changing it depending on when he works. So right now it's a little bit liquid, I guess I'll say. I keep trying to now keep it to Mondays because it seems like he consistently has Mondays off, but yesterday he actually had to work even though it was a holiday, and next Monday he has to work. So next week this might actually be another Tuesday stream. I'll have to check in, make sure that's what's going on with his schedule, but yeah, it's been all over the place. I got so used to streaming for years on Saturdays, and I've just had to change it because he watches the dogs while I'm streaming, and our dogs are a handful, so somebody needs to watch them. And so it's a headache. So I'm sorry I don't have a straight up schedule right now. I'm so used to one too. It's nicer to be able to tell people, yep, just every blah 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 every week, and then I'm streaming. But right now, I don't know. Either way, underneath the video, if you look at it on Twitch, underneath the video, I have a next stream, and that will tell you when I'm planning on having the next stream. So even if I don't have a schedule, that will tell you when I'm tentatively planning to have it. And then for those who are in my Discord, in the news channel, I end up letting you know if that's changed. So I try to keep things up to date. He should actually have a shadow going back. Oh, thank you, Weasel. Recently I used super pale gray marker for shadows. Sorry, husband, I asked for help for shadows. Oh, for shadows on your pieces? Usually when I use my gray markers, it's on a totally toned piece. Like last week, if you look at last week's video, that's usually what I use gray markers for. But maybe next time, instead of a gray marker, use maybe a blue, like a blue that's like the same tone or value as the color is, but blue, because that'll push it back anyway. Because all the gray's doing is basically, it's not even, if you're using alcohol markers, what happens with alcohol markers is they don't make things darker. If you put an alcohol marker over another marker, it just changes the color. It doesn't layer unless it's a water-based marker. So if you're using water-based markers, here I can show you actually. So water-based versus alcohol-based markers. And all I have is this crappy paper. Oh no, I don't. Okay. Okay. So we'll use this. This is the only paper I've got. Alright, here is. Alright. This is alcohol based. Damn it. Hold on. Okay. Yes, these are Crayola. Do not knock them until you try them. They're actually really good water-based markers. Okay. So, Crayola, water-based marker. Prismacolor, alcohol-based marker. So, I've done this demo a few times on my channel before. But, for those that aren't sure the difference, here's water-based. And here's alcohol-based. Okay? Water-based. Do a basic thing here. Do a basic thing here. They're not the same color. I apologize. But to prove my point, and hold on, this has to be like fully filled in. Let it dry. So the difference is, if you've used or painted digitally before, water-based is going to act like a multiply brush. Alcohol-based is just a brush on 100% opacity, just going over itself. Okay? Just a normal blending mode brush. This one's gonna layer, this one's not. So if you're using markers to try to make them darker, make a color darker, you can only do that with water-based. And I'll show you kind of what I mean. I guess this will work. This should work. I haven't used these other ones much, but okay. So if you layer on water-based, it gets darker. See that? But if you layer with alcohol-based, it's going to eventually blend into it again once it dries. So if you're using, let's see, this is alcohol-based. Okay. Over time it will merge again. So if we've got this pink, can you even see that? Okay, good. So we've got this pink water-based here, and let's see, got this pink alcohol-based. Okay, we take the gray alcohol-based and the gray water-based. The gray water-based, right? Over this, it's gonna do that. Gray alcohol based over this, it's just gonna turn it to gray, right? So if you're looking for something to get darker, you want to use water based on water based, because that's water based, and then once it dries, you go over it again. See how it's darker? Because otherwise, like, gray on colors just doesn't work, right? But let's say you want it to be shaded but more colorful. You could use another color, obviously, and go over it like that. But the nice thing about water-based is you can actually paint over them too, like use them like a watercolor. So you can blend them with water. So if you've got a water brush, you can blend all these water-based things so they blend together better just with water. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. but like up here, you know. But yeah, like the alcohol based versus the water based. See, this is almost the same color now, where the water based, it's like you can keep going darker and darker and darker if you want. So once that dries, go over it again, it's darker. Go over it again, it's darker. So you can actually make nice gradients with water-based. I'm telling you, these Crayola markers are pretty awesome. Don't hate. They work great. But yeah, alcohol markers are meant to be predictable, and they're meant to be consistent, where water-based are supposed to have that variance. So depending on what you're looking to do, it's going to change how you approach it. Wonder if I can take this off now. Well, that worked pretty nice. I was worried the heat was going to make it so that the paint bled through. But yay, masking fluid. This is my masking fluid. It's very old, but it works well. It's Winsor Newton brand. A gray marker, water with water makes sense. Oh, Jeannie, is that you? Jeannie from my Patreon, Jeannie? Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't mix alcohol based and water based too if you can help it, because that's going to form walls. But the watercolor markers, or the water markers, will work well with watercolor too, because then you can kind of blend them together, which is nice. Alcohol based I wouldn't use exactly on watercolor unless it's like the very end of the piece and you're trying to make some very vibrant, hard-lined standout bits. Yeah, because that's oh, not from my Patreon, Jeannie. I'm sorry, from Instagram. I should know, not my Patreon. Sorry, I've got Patreon on the brain. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Yeah. Sorry. No, I meant on Instagram. My brain is not up to par. Jeannie, I'm so glad you're here though. My gosh. I loved your Journey June story too. It was so cute. You did such a good job. I really hope you're proud of what you did, because your story was wonderful. And you did so much. So proud of you. Yeah, I'll try to get that that survey out tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, early tomorrow, so that I can hit the international people. For those that want the publishing class. Either way, Jeannie, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, Fireburns, I'm so sorry I haven't been there on Saturdays. I'm so sorry. Things have been crazy. I had to keep moving my schedule. It's stupid. I want some blue in here, so I'm gonna bring it in. Just realized I didn't have any blue in my sky. Duh. Aw, you're welcome. I look forward to more stories from you. a couple things here that need to be kind of be cleared up. Yeah, ye make that money. You are such a busy bee. Proud of you. I'm trying not to overdo it on some things here. Man, you think the mailbox should have a shadow? 'Cause I do. College watercolor class and made 14 paintings for a show. Wow. Most I ever had done, all fairies, except everyone told me I needed to put them in story, and wow, Journey June came along. Perfect. Oh man. I'm so happy that worked out. Because they're so cute. Seriously, Jeannie. You did so good. It all worked out so beautifully. Put more red on these, I think. The red I have is a very purpley red by nature. It's really strange. Aw, you're very kind. Thank you. That means a lot. I try to help where I can. I mean, I'm no authority on anything here, but whatever my little experience can help somebody else with, then more power to us. I'll give him a pale green shirt. Yeah, that works. Well, my husband will be teaching you then how to take your story and make it into a book. We usually split up Journey June that way, where I handle basically the daily prompts for the whole month and any correspondence if anybody needs help, questions, whatever. And then he handles the big publishing class at the end, which works out really well for us because he prefers it that way. He likes one giant thing at the end. And I mean, with the extensive background he's got with doing, you know, publishing of books and everything, it's easier for him to kind of prattle off what needs to be done. So, I mean, I've done a few books, but not to the extent he has. And it's one of those things where since he's done it so much, it's just more in his brain. Like, he could just tell you. I would have to go back through my notes and, like, since I'm not making books all the time, you know. But yeah, the class goes over making a digital book, which is free, basically. Making a zine or a saddle stitched book that you can print and make at home, sell those. And how to do a hard copy, like physical, perfect bound they're called, book. And those are usually the ones that are on your bookcase and all that. Like, they're bound with glue and super legit. So he even dips a bit into, if you end up doing a Kickstarter, to do a really nice book in how to do offset printing, which is the fancy name for going through a company to actually get it made. So these are all self-publishing options. I don't think he really talks too much about how to get your story published, because that's super dependent on a million factors. Getting published is something else, like, entirely. We're just teaching you how to make the book so you can order some or make some and sell them yourself. I feel like this needs more shading. Just a little bit more slow flat. And this area needs more brightness. Get some of this in here. So it's over here. Yeah, that works. Bathe this thing in some more yellow. Over here. You can barely see the blue I added at the top, so I'm gonna go back into there, add that up some more, turn it up. I'm not doing like an ultramarine because all my like yellows and stuff in here is more warm. Ultramarine would be really cool and kind of distracting, I think. Oh, you really can't see it, but well. I feel like how hot it is where I am is transferred into the piece. Like this feels muggy and hot in this piece. That's what it is. I'll saturate this a little bit better. And a snail trail, gross. Yeah, I'm with you. That's nasty. It's like the snail has its own humidity. Like, what is that? Get out of here. It's sick. I love snails, but goddamn. That's too much, bro. Pull up. Pull up. Ugh. Yeah, this feels like a hot summer piece to me. I think we're basically good. Yeah, Borb had said that earlier, I think. He's mad about the snail trail on the trail. Snail trail on the trail? Jesus. Snail trail. Alright, I'm gonna take one more pick and then we'll go back in to do some highlights because I totally forgot about them. Severe thunderstorm warning. Great, because that's what I needed. When? Man. Oh, 4:35? That was like an hour ago. It's still sunny out, okay. Hold on. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. I'm getting freaking lightheaded. Alright, let's do a couple things on this and then I'm gonna peel out. Oh, thank you, EB. Well, I'm admittedly gonna ruin it with a swear word soon, so. Embrace the chaos. I know, right? I'm almost out of this one. I've got, this one's cool because it's got a thing here where if I click it, it's like how many 20 ounces I've drank in a day. And usually I have at least 60 ounces a day. So I do pretty good. Pretty proud of myself for that. And thank you again, Ellie, for joining my Patreon. I appreciate that. This month for the Curious Collector tier, it's going to be the Omlotl. I know that sounds crazy the way I just said that, but it's the moon version of the sun one we did last month. So I'll show a quick thing what that looks like. So last month I had this little guy, and this was the Solotl. That was the sun one. So I'm doing the moon version this month. I thought it'd be cute to have another little tag team one. I've done it in the past a couple times where a few of my guardians have interacted or been featured in each other's stories because they're all in the same universe, you know. So it's really fun. I love being able to do that. So they're gonna be cute. The moon one's gonna be super chill, super lethargic. It'll probably be, you know, purples and blues, you know, moon stuff. So if you're a fan of the moon, you might want to sign up for this one's because you'll probably dig it. Also, I have a bunch of tutorials and walkthroughs that I have up, so if you're, you know, joining it now, you have access to all my past posts and all my past wallpapers and all that stuff. Even discount coupons, they're still in there. You just gotta find them. But all that stuff's still there. So basically with Patreon, you're paying for the membership to be able to look at that stuff, and if we offer any physical items, they're there too. So it's pretty fun. I really wanted to get out another one this month, like a studio one or how I plan my projects, one of those two, but we'll see how things go. This year's been insane. You give discounts to people buying your stuff if they're patrons, don't you? I do, yeah. Yep. I typically do. I try to. Also, if you ever want a pet and armor portrait from me and you're a patron, hit me up, because you do get discounts on those as well. I also added, very low-key, I added another type of pet portrait on my website. So if you like the idea of my pet and armor portraits, but you think they're a little bit expensive, which that's fair, they kind of are, and you want something cheaper, but you still like the whole idea of the process and stuff, two things. I can make them smaller, but I could also make them in just pencils. If you like the look of just pencils and you don't necessarily want them to be colored, that's an option up there right now, so you can do that. Oh shit, that's thunder. That's thunder, and there's 0 clouds in the sky, and the sun is out. What the hell? Hold on. That was my husband moving the garbage bins. Not thunder yet, but we are supposed to get a severe thunderstorm, according to my phone. What's nice about using pastels and colored pencils on watercolor is usually it just adds a little bit of a white so that it doesn't completely wash it out or get rid of your color, but it helps differentiate what's going on here. Let's see if my hold on. Handwriting doesn't screw me over here. I'm 12. It's okay. Man, sometimes you gotta do art and make yourself laugh. I'm all for it. Do what you gotta do. Because ultimately, art is for you. So if I do use this for the Clover card, I'll just edit that out. But whoever ends up buying the piece will surely appreciate it. And if I make a print, obviously I'll edit it out. Or have two versions, one of the two. Who cares? Maybe people want it with it, maybe they don't. But see, like, this area, it's supposed to be white, but since it's in the shadow, white is the purple. See how that works? It's kind of funny too, because for a long time I wanted to do a series where it was like vulgar Beatrix Potter things, where it's like, you know, because I have this sweet style and it's cute, but you know, I'm not fully that person all the time and whatever, and I do swear and I'm crass and whatever, but you know, I appreciate cute things for sure. But also I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if all of these animals all the time were just sick of each other's shit and they were always just like at each other's throats and just pissed off, and they were like real neighbors, and like Mrs. Hedgehog is just so mad, you know, that the squirrel keeps leaving acorn shavings and everything everywhere, so she just cusses him out and, you know, do a painting based on that. Like, you son of a bitch, you leave all of this shit everywhere. That's true too, Serenity, I absolutely could. But also part of me thinks this is part of its charm. And I told myself too, when I thought of that idea, I was like, I love that idea. I think it's funny. I really want to do it. But at the time I was too obsessed with, oh, you know, but, you know, I'm going to offend some people, and no, you know, there are going to be people who don't like it, and blah, blah, blah. And I think I'm to the point now, I don't give a rip. I really don't care at this point. Like, if I want to do it, I think I'm going to do it. Also, I really like the idea of the squirrel, so the quote fits perfectly. Thank you! See? And I should really just listen to my own advice, because I've told all you guys before who've been here before. Like, if you want to do something, do it. There's audience out there that will want it. Just don't be afraid to do it. And I know I'm going to get some people immediately, and maybe even some of you right now are thinking this, that, man, it'd be so much better if that wasn't there. And it's true. It's true. It could be. You know, it might be better without it, but that's not the point, you know? The point is I felt like doing it, and I wanted to do it. So, and, you know, then the art is much more provoking. Right? In one way or another, it's more provoking. So, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm finally going to commit to just doing those, because I think it'd be a funny series. And maybe this will be the first one. I know it's Tuesday, right? Oh, Foxy. I have a story for you. I know it's Tuesday, and I'm so sorry. And it's gonna be either Mondays or Tuesdays from here on out. At least for the foreseeable future, until my husband gets some other job or schedule or something, because things are crazy right now. We had to get more work because things are hard in the Gably Borough. So I think right away I'll just make this into Prince. Offer just Prince, with or without the fuck. Whatever you prefer. But also the original is available as well. With the fuck. It has to stay. If you're buying this, it has to stay. It's my only stipulation. It's crazy, are you right? Oh my god. Yes, Cavendish. Thank you. It needs it, and I agree, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it, because I'm at my wit's end, and I think this is the perfect project for me to let go, because I need to just let go. So I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying it right now. I'm gonna do it. I think on my streams then I'm gonna start doing those, because I like the idea. And honestly, I like that idea of an asshole squirrel just leaving his shit everywhere and this other animal cussing him out. I don't know what animal yet. Maybe it's a hedgehog. I gotta look into it. I gotta look into it. Gotta figure it out. No, but once I do. But yeah, I bet I'm gonna get some people who are upset at me for this. I don't care. I don't care. Just screw it. I'll turn them into shirts too. I'll just go crazy. I'll just merchandise everything. Just who cares? One of my favorite things I saw recently was this design of Garfield, and I know I hate when people make money off fan art, and luckily he wasn't selling this. But my favorite thing I saw recently was this Garfield, and he said, God, what was it? Let me find it for you. I want to find it for you. God, it made me so happy though. It awakened something in me. Yes, touching grass is not enough. I need to fight God. Like, this made me so happy. His Instagram is JMCGG, but yeah, he doesn't sell these though. But man, I would, if I found that at like a Goodwill or some shit, I would totally wear that. I would love that. It's so hard. They deserve to be offended. Oh no. It's true. I know there are wavy lines on the phone. That's what happens with screens. Any screen you show on a camera is gonna do that. I can't help it. hopefully it at least showed the part I needed it to. I don't know when I took off my glove, but it is now missing. Goodbye, glove. And thank you. That is the most chody carrot I think I've ever seen. I have some regrets. Is it bad that it does that in person? Your own eyeball looking at the screen and it's doing the wavy line deal. You mean the fact we don't notice it, but it's doing it? And we don't notice it? Yeah, that's bad for us. It's totally bad, but whatever. Or do you mean like you actually see the wavy lines when you're looking at it? That might mean you're a robot. I think. That's my logic there. Oh, I gotta go back in and put some of that grass in there. Oh, Hellfire, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Oh, you're my new favorite. I'm so glad you did. See, this is what I was missing. Didn't I tell you guys? And that's what's gonna be my thing now. I'm gonna just draw cute pictures and then add in profanity. I've decided. That's my shtick now. Gotta respect the hustle. Thank you for the sub. Brilliant. I love it. You must really like it. I appreciate that. He walked in the room while I was watching and was so happy. Oh my god. I'm so glad, Ellie. You missed the fuck bubble, Foxy. I'm sorry. But it remained for you. It stayed. It is here. You just missed its birthing. It's canon. I feel bad when I cover it up. So if I'm gonna be doing these on stream now, I don't know, do I have to put a mature warning? I feel like mature warnings are usually only for porn. Like, kids swear all the damn time, don't they? Like, I don't have kids, but don't they just swear all the time? They're kids. They know what swear words are. I mean, if they're watching Twitch, come on. Either they don't care or their parents don't care. Something, right? Right? I'll just put it down in my bio that I swear sometimes, and sometimes put it in my art. How about that? Like, I feel like swearing is so much more tame than just all-out drawing porn on your stream. Like, yeah, that might require more of a warning. But if I'm swearing, it's like, come on. They swear on TV. I would think whatever they say on TV I can say. Fair game. Desperate times. PG allows for a single fuck. Interesting. I wonder how often they put so much effort on finding out where to put that. Oh, really, EB? Do they swear a lot? Like, how old are they usually? Oh, that's right, you're a bus driver. Oh, man. EB, you never answered my question last time. Oh my god, I really want to know. What do bus drivers do when, after they drop off kids at school? Like, what happens? Do you guys go wait at a certain area? Do you have to do another, load of kids somewhere else? If you don't want to answer, though, it's cool. But, oh my god, I really wanted to know. I've been wondering this since I was a kid. Like, what do bus drivers do between, 8 and 2:30 or something? I assume on the bus, that's when they let all the swears out, too. They're probably good while they're in class, but then when they're on the bus, it's like, oh, here it comes. All the time. Oh, 4 to 5-year-olds, and they're still swearing? Damn. I remember growing up and I thought the word suck, like S-U-C-K, was a swear word. I also remember thinking crap was too. But I remember the first time I said that sucks around my parents, and I was like, oh, and they didn't look at me or anything, and I was like, okay, cool. I remember thinking that, and I was like, oh man, I'm in for it. But I was like, no. Most of the employees go home. I go shopping sometimes. So do you get paid then? Sorry if this is too much. If you, like I said, you don't have to answer this if this is too much info, but I am so curious about your job. Does that mean you're only getting paid for the time you're taking them to and from school? Or so is it a weird kind of split up part-time job? I find this fascinating. I am so sorry. You had a toddler swear at you. Oh my god. I would just burst out laughing. I wouldn't know what to do. If I got sworn at by a toddler, how do you can't swear back, so how do you deal with that? I mean, I guess you could swear back, but oh man, I would laugh so hard. Wish we had the concept of school buses in Germany. Here it's just a regular bus and kids either get on or not and annoy the adults who have to go to work. Really? So you have 5-year-olds riding your buses? That feels like it could be bad for creeper territory. Does Germany just not have as many pedophiles as the US does? Oh man, I'd be so worried about that. Oh, thank you for the sub, Serenity. Only 45 months. Ugh, you're slacking. I'm kidding. 8 hours sometimes more. I get paid just for 8 hours a day. Oh. I'm making you sad? No. Oh, I say you're... Oh, okay. You say to the kids. Got it. What do they say? I don't give a fuck, Miss Elizabeth. I mean, if they already swore at you, they're hopped up. I don't fuck with toddlers when they're hopped up. Oh, that's true, Foxy. Very good point. A split shift. Interesting. Oh, Ellie, thank you. Wow, you have just given me so much love today. Thank you so much. I am truly blessed. Thank you. I owe it all to the fuck bubble. And embrace chaos. Depends on the runs they have. Oh. Usually kids below the age of 9 or 10 are not on the bus because elementary schools are in every town. Interesting. Do they really? Oh my god. You got some mouthy kids on your bus. No, Foxy, that's not annoying at all. I do tend to forget. I actually forget that, I remember somebody told me once that most of Europe can fit in Texas, and I always forget that. Not only that, but I mean, let's be honest, maps are really misleading too. They make Europe look like it's the size of the United States, and it's not. I've even been to Ireland, and I went from Ireland to England, and it was like so close. It was ridiculous. It was a couple-hour train ride. Like, it was crazy. I totally forget how close everything is. I'll draw in a couple more just so this guy doesn't stand alone here. Well, if anybody wants this, you let me know. It'll probably be cheaper if you buy it from me now than later, if you want this original. I'm probably gonna make this the Clover card for this month. So, I mean, let's see. I'd probably sell it for like $130 if you got it here, but online it'll probably be a little bit more. 83 million. Man, I don't even know what to compare that to. To be 100% honest. I am very happy with this painting overall. It's got a bunch of flaws, and I'm totally cool with that, but I'm finally getting that look I wanted. You guys remember two streams ago when I was like, man, I'm really trying to do this one thing with my watercolor, and I keep trying, and I never do it. I did it this time. So, huzzah. Your girl is getting better. I will make it the Clover card, you got it. So it'll come with a little story. So for those of you who get my Clover cards on my Patreon, you'll get a fun little story with this. Minus that, but you'll know that other people won't, who either buy the print or something else. So it's kind of like, honestly, the Clover card tier is more of an exclusive tier then, because you get stories that, you know, are behind the scenes for things that I may never talk about. You know? And I think I'm eventually, once I get enough ATCs, because I think right now I'm up to like 20, I was doing two years worth, 24 plus 8. I have 32, which is enough for a small book. So once I get time, I'm gonna make a like Clover card book that has all these in it, but you're gonna have the actual cards. And the Clover cards, the special ones, won't probably be in it. So, yeah, we could go with 130. So this is gonna be one of these. This original is actually still available too, the Coconut. But I made up a cute little story on the back here. He's actually an architect. And then these cards are super special. So I'm actually thinking these won't be in the ATC book, in the Clover card book. So if you're sitting there like, oh, I'll just get the Clover card book when that comes out, it won't have these. So I think that'll be the trade-off. So the people on my Patreon actually get some perks that they can never get again. So there you go. Gotta have exclusives sometimes, right? Right. Thank you, EB. I'm so happy you like my work. I think we're done though. I think this is good. I'm happy with how it turned out. I don't think I'm gonna really do much else with it. I think it's good. As I go in here and change something. Alright, so we have a severe thunderstorm that's coming, apparently. Great. So if anybody does end up wanting to claim this, hit me up within like the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. Otherwise, I think next Tuesday I'll be on. I think Gabe works on Monday. I'll check and then I'll update right underneath the video. So, you want to claim it, Cavendish? Alright, you got it. It is kind of up your alley, I think. This does tell me a little bit Cavendish. So, you got it, man. Just message me on whatever you want, probably Twitter, and I'll tell you your options for sending me some money. It'll either be Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal, but Venmo and Zelle are preferable. Alright, everybody. So check back underneath the channel where it says next stream, like sometime in the next hour. I don't know. I'll probably have it up because I gotta go check Gabe's schedule. And then next time we'll do another one of these, and it'll be part of the series because now I really want to do this as a thing. It's a series now. So thank you all for encouraging me, and I hope you had a fun time with me, alright? So I'll see you next time. This thing's gonna say it's on Mondays. Just ignore it. It's not. Anyway, I love you. Goodbye.